American History and United States History, the Louisiana Purchase Treaty by Becky Breda. Using primary and secondary sources. Determining the types of documents that constitute primary sources depends upon the topic being researched. The same book or article could be considered a primary source for one research topic and a secondary source for a different topic. Primary sources provide first-hand testimony or direct evidence concerning a topic under investigation, are created by witnesses or recorders who experienced the event, are created at the time when the events or conditions are occurring, can include autobiographies, memoirs, and oral histories recorded later, characterized by their content, regardless of the format. Secondary sources is a second-hand account. Class, these are representation images of a primary source and secondary source. These are artifacts, which you see is a cap, a memoir, or probably an autobiography, and a postcard. These are primary sources. And on the other side, you see a secondary source, which is a newspaper, which is considered secondhand information. Primary sources: Thomas Jefferson, Napoleon Bonaparte, and the United States before the Louisiana Purchase. As you see, the states were almost divided in half, and this is a direct link to this information. Thomas Jefferson and Napoleon Bonaparte played a direct part in the Louisiana Purchase, so they are definitely primary sources and the information that they left behind. Primary sources: Thomas Jefferson Papers, the largest collection of Jefferson documents in the world. Jefferson's role in the Louisiana Purchase and the War of 1812 includes correspondence, books, financial accounts, and manuscripts. Covers Jefferson's drafting of the Declaration of Independence, his position as governor of Virginia, documents the construction of the capital city of Washington, D.C., and this is a direct link to this information. Primary sources: the French ruled Louisiana from 1699 to 1763, part of the French colony of Louisiana, the future state of Mississippi. The French explored the region, established settlements and military outposts, engaged in political and economic relations with the area's American Indians, and sought to establish a profitable economy. And this is also a primary source with the Smithsonian Institution. And here's a link for that information. Are there any questions, class? Student tasks will be: investigate and record what province or country owned the land, investigate and record why the land had to be sold, use primary resources to research, discuss, define, and record information, produce a PowerPoint presentation related to this activity in your assigned groups class. Now, are there any questions? Identify and explain Robert Livingston, James Monroe, Thomas Jefferson, Napoleon Bonaparte, and the parts they played in the Louisiana Purchase. What's Napoleon's reason for selling the land? What was his reason for selling the land, class? What is the name of the major river that goes through that area? Investigate the name of the states now in that area. How many square miles were purchased? And what was the original amount to be paid? The contents and the technology standards that will be covered by this assignment are United States History and Geography, Making a New Nation. 5.8, students trace the colonization, immigration, and settlement patterns for the American people from 1789 to the mid-1800s, with emphasis on the role of economic incentives, effects of the physical and political geography and transportation systems. And 3, demonstrate knowledge of the explorations of Trans-Mississippi West following the Louisiana Purchase, and here's a direct link for that information. And technology standard 3 and 4. 3 is research and information fluency, and 4, critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making. Are there any questions, class? And this is the direct link for the technology standard. Are there any questions, class? Well, everyone, get in your assigned groups